Barcelona cruised past Borussia Dortmund with a 4-0 victory. In the NPFL, Shooting Stars Sports Club slammed with a fine of 3 million naira. And while in the NWFL, Edo Queens, Bayelsa Queens, Rivers Angels set to book their places in the NWFL Premiership Super 6. Good morning and welcome to Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. I am Miracle Philip, and it's time to get to serve you with all the sporting updates that you need to spice up your morning. Of course, your morning has to be spotty. So much action that went down yesterday. Don't forget the phone lines are 07000 917 917 09155 917 917. Our toll-free number for women 0800 1235 917, and our text and WhatsApp line for you to drop your messages 08155 917 917 0703 1756537. Let's talk about what went down yesterday in the UEFA Champions League. Well, it has actually been a mixed week for especially English teams in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Right now, Arsenal in a strong position to reach the semi-finals, while Aston Villa, they still have an uphill task to perform, and yesterday night seemed to have bring us closer to what to anticipate as the second leg is underway, and one that we must look out for. Well, Paris Saint-Germain, who actually defeated Liverpool on penalties in the last 16, they held on to a 3-1 victory. Yeah. In that their bout yesterday against Aston Villa, we got to see goals coming from Desiree Due, Varaskelia, Nuno Mendes, and the only goal that came in for Aston Villa was from Morgan Rogers. Yes, that's exactly what we got to see. And having to speak about, where they are, what the advantage is like, this is exactly what Unai Emery had to say.
Good evening. It's not changing a lot because with 2-1, we were thinking for the next match, playing to win. And with 3-1, still being the same. We need win the next match. Not only for one goal, for the two. But we are here and enjoying. And I am very proud of the players and of everything we are in Aston Villa, how we are developing, doing with our increase in our demands.
All right, so he says he's really proud of the team, and we're going to see how they go against each other because, of course, Paris Saint-Germain will go visit Aston Villa in their home, Villa Park, on Tuesday, 15th April 2025. The question now would be, will they take victory and give themselves a lot more advantage over PSG, who are currently ahead of them? Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back, even more discussions right here on Sports Radio 360.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Something big is coming with Better Play. Get ready to turn 500 naira into a 200,000 naira daily jackpot. Yes, you heard right. 200,000 naira every single day. The more tickets you grab, the higher your chances of winning. Stay tuned because this is the game changer you've been waiting for. Coming to you on Women Radio 91.7 FM. Are you ready to play and win big?
Join His Royal Majesty Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo III, the Alake of Egbaland, for a one-day town hall meeting on Tuesday, April 15, 2025 at Alake's Palace in Abeokuta. This exclusive event for men only brings together custodians of our culture, leaders, and changemakers to explore the vital role men play in protecting women and girls while strengthening family and community bonds. Date, Tuesday, April 15, 2025. Time, 10:30 a.m. prompt. Venue, Alake's Palace, Abeokuta, Ogun State, strictly by invitation. This one-day community town hall Hall meeting is an initiative of Women Radio 91.7 FM with support from Ford Foundation and Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation.
Bẹ̀tà ti dé pẹ̀lú òjò náírà o lójoojúmọ́ ni o lè jẹ̀bùn tó tó 200,000 láti Bẹ̀tà Play. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o lójoojúmọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti aago 11 òwúrọ̀, aago 2 ọ̀sán àti aago 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́ lórí Women Radio 91.7. A máa kéde àwọn tí ó ti jẹ̀bùn ìyíkoto Bẹ̀tà Play. Ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi, ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ jọ lówó yìí. Dákun tètè lọ ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ìyíkoto Bẹ̀tà Play rẹ nísinsìnyí fún 500 naira péré lórí www.betterplay.ng tàbí kí o tẹ *347*14#. O lè ra ju 20 tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì lọ lójoojúmọ́ kó o lè ní àǹfààní àti jẹ̀bùn rẹ sí. Má ṣe gbàgbé, o ní àǹfààní láti jẹ̀bùn tó 200,000 lójoojúmọ́ lórí Bẹ̀tà Play ní ìkànnì Women Radio 91.7. Darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Facebook @BetterPlay àti Instagram @BetterPlayNG fún ìròyìn yàjóyàjó kí o má bàa pàdánù bẹ̀tà tí a gbé wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ o. Ṣé o ti ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì rẹ? Ẹ jẹ́ n lọ ra tèmi o. Ìyíkoto yìí wà fún ẹni tó ti pé ọmọ ọdún 18 àmọ́ kí wọ́n fi èrò sí i.
The Women Radio membership connects you with other women traders, entrepreneurs, students, homemakers, farmers, and pensioners in the 36 states of Nigeria. As a Women Radio member, your business is promoted free on Women Radio. Win amazing goodies and you get access to our events. Download the Women Radio app today and hear your voice on radio. Register free at wfm917.com and make sure you join the Facebook Women Radio membership group. The Women Radio membership is supported by MacArthur Foundation and the Nigeria Media Innovation Program, NAMI.
Join His Royal Majesty Obade Dotun Aremu Gbadebo III, the Alaki of Egbaland, for a one-day town hall meeting on Tuesday, April 15, 2025 at Alake's Palace in Abeokuta. This exclusive event for men only brings together custodians of our culture, leaders, and changemakers to explore the vital role men play in protecting women and girls while strengthening family and community bonds. Date, Tuesday, April 15, 2025. Time, 10:30 a.m. prompt. Venue, Alake's Palace, Abeokuta, Ogun State, strictly by invitation. This one-day community town hall meeting is an initiative of Women Radio 91.7 FM with support from Ford Foundation and Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation.
You are the reason I'm alive today.
Hello, this is your friend, Sorochi James John Obuago. I urge you to join me every Sunday at 8:30 a.m. on Women Radio WFM 91.7 for an expository section with the theme, The Deep Things of God. In this program, we shall be unveiling the provisions that God has made available to every individual and how they can access these provisions. God bless you as you connect.
You are the reason. You are the reason. You are the reason.
The stories are real.
Something like this happened to me years back. I saw some messages in his phone. The lady that sent the message to him, when I told him, I said, "Come, why are you like this? Why are you doing all this?"
It's all around you.
And so when she comes up to him to tell you her schedule needs, you should be humble enough to listen. And if there's something you can do about that, you do it. Is it reading books? Is it seeing a therapist? Be open to certain things, because at the end of the day, this person is your partner. That is the bottom line of everything. My family advised him to marry the girl he has impregnated. We forced him, but he refused. But when the girl starts telling that you call her too much, then there's something fishy.
You want to share it. What will people say? You're not alone. Break the silence culture. Adult Conversations. Weeknights from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Women Radio 91.7.
Well, still Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. I am Miracle Philip, getting to serve you with sporting updates. Don't forget, you get to also be a part of the discuss. The phone lines 07000 917 917. Equally, we have 09155 917 917, and our toll free number for women 0800 1235 917. You can equally drop a comment or a text message to 08155 917 917 0703 175 6537. Those are the lines for you to get to reach us on this morning, especially as we get to have our discussions together right here on your Women Radio 91.7. We're still on the UEFA Champions League games that went down yesterday. Let's talk about another team. What we saw yesterday, Barcelona trashing Borussia Dortmund 4-0 in Spain. What we got to see were goals that actually came in, interestingly, from Rafinha. Now, Rafinha, for him, it was also a platform for him to get to also equalize Lionel Messi's club record for goal involvement in a single Champions League campaign, especially as they were able to take that command in the quarterfinal first leg tie. Now, he scored actually and assisted twice to reach 19 goals involvement in the competition this time around, and this is actually the same as Messi, who achieved the exact same feat in 2011 to 2012 campaign. Interesting game that was, as Ed, yesterday night for Barcelona, who took 4-0. Rafinha at the 25th minute, Robert Lewandowski at the 48th minute and 66th minute, and then Lamine Yamal at the 77th minute was exactly what we got to see in that bout. And yes, they will actually be all preparing for, the second leg bout against this very same team, Borussia Dortmund. That will be Tuesday as well, 15th April 2025. Now, I want you to take a listen to exactly what Hansi Flick had to say right after that game.
I'm happy. I think we made a really good match. Performance was good, but also in some points we have to make it better. So I was not happy with the mistakes we make, because it's where's that? No. With the mistakes I made, because this is what they love. Dortmund is really a good team. When they get the ball and counter attacking, but we defend very well.
Well, that's what you get to hear from Hansi Flick's side, because really they've got themselves a lot to give out to their fans. Let's not also leave out the fact that some people are speculating that there might just be a repeat of the 2006 final, Barcelona against Arsenal. Is that true? So do you think Barcelona are really going to win it this time around, the Champions League, I mean? Well, let's leave it to the very end, which we will look out for the finals, which will actually go down on the 31st of May. Well, I've got this one here, and this is coming from Tunde from Vega. He says, "Good morning, Miracle Philip. Good morning, Women Radio. Aston Villa showed promise, but PSG's quality was what we saw all through the end. I'm rooting for PSG though, because the second leg will also be very interesting." Thank you very much for your message. Keep them coming. 07000 917 917. 09155 917 917. Toll free number for women 0800 1235 917. And then we have our text and WhatsApp line 08155 917 917 0703 175 6537. Let's switch up this conversation now, shall we? Of course we shall. And let's talk about everything that went down as well in the CAF Champions League. Absolutely. There's always so much anticipation for this particular tournament. And when we even look at it, we always look out for where is Nigeria in this and how much closer can we get. I mean, since 2003, 2004, when Eyimba actually were, the title holders for the CAF Champions League, it's just been like we've been struggling, allowing our Ali of Egypt take 12 titles. Zamalek also of Egypt, 5 titles. I mean, they are actually currently the defending champions, and what we've gotten to see is pretty much the dominance of this particular team. But what went down yesterday was also very interesting, especially because the semi-final fixtures of the CAF Champions League are now locked in. We're getting to see South African heavyweights Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns joined by Egyptian side Al Ahly and Pirates FC in what would most likely be a blockbuster. Orlando Pirates became the last team to secure the spot in the Final Four. This was after they actually played a 0-0 draw with Algeria's MC Alger in Johannesburg as a yesterday evening. The beautiful thing for the South African side is that they've actually capitalized on their first leg victory. That was 1-0 to actually progress into the semi-final place. The Egyptian side, I'm talking about Pyramids FC, also trying to make history for themselves, especially after eliminating Morocco's Asfar Rabat 4-3 on aggregate, and they are definitely set for a showdown with the Pirates. Well, Al Ahly and Sundowns, Mamelodi Sundowns rival will continue. Yeah, we're talking about the fact that Al Ahly actually booked their ticket with a 2-0 aggregate win over Sudan's Al Hilal, and now they will face Mamelodi Sundowns, who actually edged out Esperance of Tunisia 1-0 over 2 legs. So the two teams are really not strangers, and they're going to meet themselves again. And I mean, it's going to be one to actually look out for. Mamelodi Sundowns, the last time they actually won the title was in 2016. Will they let this one pass for Al Ahly? Not at all. Let's see how it goes down, because the first leg tie against Al Ahly and Mamelodi Sundowns will be April 18th, and then the second leg will be April 25th. We're going to see Orlando Pirates take on Pyramids FC. It's going to be April 18th as well as the second leg, April 26th. So what we're now seeing is this. It's a South African team versus an Egyptian team on both sides. So much action really, but we look forward to how it will unfold. It's still Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. Yes, we have been talking about the 2025 African Women's Volleyball Club competition. Yesterday I shared with you the fact that, well, our team seem to have lost themselves out of this one. Of course, Nigeria's representatives, the Nigeria Customs Service, who lost to Kenya's Commercial Bank, and also we got to see the second team as well losing out, and it just is a very sad one, isn't it? But we can't just write ourselves out. In spite of the fact that Nigeria is out of this bout, we have 4 semi-finalists who we will have to look out for. Al Ahly of Egypt. Ahly of Egypt, actually, they have become the first club to reach the semi-finals at the ongoing African Women's Volleyball Inter-Club Championship holding in Abuja. And here's what you do not know. Al Ahly of Egypt are 9 times winners. They actually defeated Kenyan Prisons 3 sets to go all the way. And because of this, Ali will actually face the Carthage of Tunisia in the semi-final of the competition. And then the Carthage of Tunisia, they actually defeated the LTV of Cameroon with 3 sets. And this is exactly what went down at the yesterday as well. Well, in the quarterfinal game, Kenya Pipeline, they humbled the APR of Rwanda with a 3-0 victory to set up a semi-final battle with Zamalek. So, what you're going to see in the semi-final fixture is Zamalek taking on Kenya Pipeline and the CFC Tunisia taking on Al Ahly. All the semi-finals matches will hold on Friday, as of course they're going to observe a free day today. It's a lot to look out for, but let's take this break.
Something big is coming with Better Play. Get ready to turn 500 naira into a 200,000 naira daily jackpot. Yes, you heard right. 200,000 naira every single day. The more tickets you grab, the higher your chances of winning. Stay tuned because this is the game changer you've been waiting for. Coming to you on Women Radio 91.7 FM. Are you ready to play and win big?
Welcome back. It's still Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7. Of course, we were talking about the 2025 African Women's Volleyball. Yes, it doesn't have Nigeria's customs service, and it doesn't also have the chief of naval staff team, but well, we applaud their presence even as they were the hosts. I'm talking about Nigeria. Now, let's talk about what is going down in the NWFL because, I mean, all road leads to the NWFL Super 6 playoff. And what went down yesterday was so much action that I must keep you abreast with. Well, 3 teams, Edo Queens, Bayelsa Queens, Rivers Angels, they are, of course, all set, booked with their places in the 2024-2025 Nigeria Women Football League Premiership Super 6 after the conclusion of yesterday's March Day 11 fixtures. We got to see a lot of showdown. For Edo Queens, well, they edged our Remo Stars ladies. One of the biggest matches is yesterday. All they needed was a lone goal to actually still stay top of the table in Group A in that clash in Ikena. We got to see the only goal coming from Kafayat Mashishere, who actually struck in the 8th minute to seal that win for the Benin side. Well, I'm going to take this call this morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, I missed that call right there, but you can do well to call us back. 07000 917 917 09155 917 917 0800 1235 917. And then we have our text and WhatsApp line 08155 917 917 0703 175 6537. I want to know exactly what you thought about yesterday's games, especially in the UEFA Champions League. Okay, I've got this message here. This is coming from Martins from Ogba. It says, Barcelona, congratulations. So now my team with that. All right, thank you very much for your message, Martins. Hi, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Actually, it was a mistake, but anyway, I actually had a plan of asking for. Is that thing I'm talking to? Good morning.
Oh no, you're not speaking with me. You're talking to Miracle Philip on Sports Radio 360.
Okay, I know. I wanted to ask you, that this is a program on Monday to Thursday. Okay. I wanted to ask of that Tunde's number.
Tunde. Okay, so that's not my program. However, you can actually call in on Adult Conversations this evening, and Finny will let you in on that.
He said that anybody can collect his number from any time.
Okay, please, so you can reach out to Finny in the evening. Just call in the evening, okay, for Adult Conversations. All right. So I was giving you in on the latest of the results from the NWFL. Of course, we got to see in Lagos, FC Rebel Queens. They dealt with Rivers Angels. In fact, they landed Rivers Angels their first defeat of the season. That's all we saw yesterday, running out 3-0 winners at the Legacy pitch. Equally, Bayelsa Queens, they kept their spots. Yeah, they really want to be in this competition. Continuing their unbeaten run with a comfortable 2-0 victory over Benway Queens. And we got to see goals coming from Harmony John and Alaba Ababi. In Lafi as well, Nasarawa Amazons, they recorded their biggest win so far, so good. They dismantled without mercy Conference Queens 5-0. And yes, Sibom Angels, they came from behind to beat Niger Hotels 2-1 in Uyo. Abia Angels, they left out Heartland Queens with a 1-0 victory in Aba. And yes, also we got to see Danas Ladies and Ekiti Queens sharing the spoils of 1-1 draw. And Delta Queens actually still continuing in winning ways with a 1-0 win over Adamawa Queens. For Niger Hotels, yeah, that loss against Bielsa Queens, they've got themselves the advantage. I'm talking about Bielsa Queens actually. And yes, Rivers Angels also clinching the Super 6 spot. We're all out for exactly what will happen because March day 12, which is next week Wednesday, is going to be another one to look out for. And the NWFL has just 3 games left in the regular season before the Super 6 get to see how they battle it all out finally. Well, it's just Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, and I squeeze this one in because I have to. Shooting Stars Sports Club. Yeah, they had to pay a fine of 3 million naira. Miracle, what did they do now? What did they do? Fourth place club. What did they do? Fourth place club. Well, 48 points from 32 games. Let me let you in on this. And yeah, like I said, they will pay 3 million naira. They will also pay another 2 million naira to Ikorodu City for damages to their bus following a security breach that actually resulted in an attack. Well, that was what we got to see in March day 32 at the Lekon Salami Stadium. I mean, how do you guys get to do all of this? Every time we'll be screaming, avoid the violence, avoid all this stuff. You train your fans, tell them what to do. You cannot be doing this to another team. Now, where is the spirit of sportsmanship? Well, the Ibadan club was actually found guilty of all 3 counts of failure to provide adequate security, failure to ensure proper conduct of their supporters, resulting in the attack on the opponent and throwing of objects to the field of play and even the referee. So, for failure to provide adequate and effective security, which also resulted in some unauthorized persons gaining access to certain areas that are restricted and even harassing the match officials, Shooting Stars were fined. Well, I get to share all of these and more with you on Sports Radio 360 on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. Just to squeeze this in. Of course, discussions are underway. Liverpool are moving closer to agreeing a new contract with Mohamed Salah. I know a lot of people were asking questions about that. We'll keep you in with all sporting updates. Join us tomorrow being Friday, but in the meantime, enjoy the magic in the air because what does sports do to you? It gives you so much energy, right? Yes. So I encourage you to stay sporty, stay good, stay tuned to your Women Radio 91.7. Miracle Philip, it is over and out. Up next, the newspaper review.
Feel the magic in the air. I love it, my all. Ale, 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 feel the magic in the air. I love it, my all. Ale, ale, ale.